listen, like I've said before, I really love Star Wars. I'm pretty sure everyone who saw the original movies as a kid does. I already made a video about Star Wars being dumb and how that's fine. It's just some silly fun with cool stuff like lightsabers and big spaceships and basically wizards and magic shit. I really liked The Last Jedi, and I liked Rogue One, and I really couldn't give two shits about Solo, a Star Wars story. Honestly, I haven't come across anyone who's excited about it, so I thought about why that is. There's been a lot of talk about oversaturation in the movie industry, especially pertaining to superhero movies and the like in general, and to Marvel and Star Wars in particular. Those two properties haven't exactly been a fair comparison to each other, as so far we've gotten one Star Wars movie each year, around Christmas, for 3 years, and 2 or 3 Marvel movies each year for almost a decade. Even though a lot has been said about superhero fatigue, how people are going to be tired of seeing more and more superhero movies every year, that doesn't seem to be happening. Black Panther just crushed it at the box office, even though the character has been more of a minor character in the comics, and Wonder Woman banked around $800 million in the box office globally, even though the DC franchise had been consistently garbage up to that point. So me or you or everyone not giving a shit about Disney Presents Lucasfilm Solo, a Star Wars story extended universe property, the movie, can't possibly be about oversaturation, right? Well, it could be. So far we've had that one movie a year around Christmas thing going, which was great, but Solo, Star, is coming out less than 6 months after the previous Star Wars movie. I feel like I just saw The Last Jedi, like people just stopped arguing about whether it's the second coming of Christ or the worst thing to happen to their childhood since the resurfaced memories of Uncle Hansi. I really don't need to see the movie now. Had it come out next December, I probably would have gotten tickets to opening night again and at least felt the hype a little bit. But now, I don't know. This might be the first Star Wars movie to come out during my lifetime that I don't see during opening weekend. I haven't had time to get excited about the notion of a Star Wars movie. It's just so soon. But of course, there's so much more to this. Most importantly, the trailer doesn't exactly fill me with confidence. There's some stuff at an Imperial Academy or something. Woody Harrelson is a guy. Emilia Clarke is a lady. Han Solo isn't Han Solo. Chewbacca's in it, I guess. The Millennium Falcon is clean now. There's like a chase scene and a train heist, and most of it just doesn't mean anything to me. The movie's out in a couple of months, and I don't really know what it's about. Han Solo, sure, but so what? It's like those young Indiana Jones TV movies. Fine, he's got the jacket, but he sure as shit ain't Harrison Ford. Then there's the bad press and the rumors about the infamously troubled production. I'm sure you've heard the stories, the original directors fought over creative control with the studio and got fired in the middle of production, as did the original editor before them. Alden Ehrenreich, the guy they picked out of literally thousands of people to play young Han Solo, got an acting coach during the production of the film. His performance in some scenes was apparently reminiscent of Jim Carrey's performance in Ace Ventura. The movie where the guy danced in a mental institution wearing a tutu and said, "Really?" That one. They brought in Ron Howard to finish the movie, but he ended up pretty much reshooting the whole thing. He even had to cut out Michael K. Williams' performance entirely and replace him with Paul Bettany. Some sources even call the script, written by Empire Strikes Back writer Lawrence Kasdan, unworkable. There's been a lot less marketing for Solo, than for the previous installments in the franchise, probably because Disney doesn't believe in its chances to succeed and doesn't want to waste too much money in ads for a movie nobody's going to see. Honestly, the project feels misguided, even as a concept. I mean, Han Solo is iconic not because of his vest or his boots, but because Harrison Ford is a cool motherfucker. Sure, Alec Guinness's Obi-Wan may have felt irreplaceable, and Ewan McGregor managed to convince us otherwise, even if the movies he was in weren't great. But Obi-Wan was a very stoic character, and he was old enough in A New Hope that pretty much any white guy with a beard in his 30s could have played him in the prequels and done a passable job. But in Han Solo's case, we all grew up knowing Han Solo in his 30s. Anyone playing the character is forced to try and match the performance of Harrison Ford, since the character is only like 5 years younger in this new movie. That's not exactly a trivial task, especially for someone who still needs acting lessons and a dialect coach on set with him. What's most baffling about this is that they could have just made the Obi-Wan movie. The fans wanted it, they had the right actor already who was the right age already, and they had a nice 20-year period of time during which he could have been going on a personal journey, fallen in love, gotten tangled up in adventures, and who knows what could happen in Mos Eisley and the endless deserts of Tatooine during a tumultuous time in the galaxy. Ewan McGregor even did a bit of voiceover for The Force Awakens, so you know he's game. But no, they had to go and make a movie that probably wouldn't work, hire directors who like doing things their own way, try to control those directors, fire them and hire a new director, but still hang on to that lead actor who reportedly can't act for shit, even though the success of the whole endeavor hangs on the lead actor being able to strike that perfect chord that just feels like Han Solo but isn't just a Harrison Ford impression. And then release the movie only 5 months after the previous one. I mean, honestly, what did they think was going to happen? Right. Eikä se ollut siinä. Ei turhia mitään turhia.